The truth has once again shaken the foundation of the American Tower of Babel, that is mainstream science, with a new study out of Harvard University showing that pasteurized milk product from factory farms is linked to causing hormone-dependent cancers. It turns out that the concentrated animal feeding operations (CAFO) model of raising cows on factory farms churns out milk with dangerously high levels of estrone sulfate, an estrogen compound linked to testicular, prostate, and breast cancers. Dr. Ganma Devasambhu, Ph.D., and her colleagues specifically identified milk from modern dairy farms as the culprit, referring to large-scale confinement operations where cows are milked 300 days of the year, including while they are pregnant. Compared to raw milk from her native Mongolia, which is extracted only during the first 6 months after cows have already given birth, pasteurized factory milk was found to contain up to 33 times more estrone sulfate. Evaluating data from all over the world, Dr. Devasambhu and her colleagues identified a clear link between consumption of such high hormone milk, and high rates of hormone-dependent cancers. In other words, contrary to what the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC), the U.S. Department of Agriculture (USDA), and the conventional milk lobby would have you believe, processed milk from factory farms is not a health product, and is directly implicated in causing cancer. The milk we drink today is quite unlike the milk our ancestors were drinking without apparent harm for 2,000 years, Dr. Devasambhu is quoted as saying in the Harvard University Gazette. The milk we drink today may not be nature's perfect food. Meanwhile, raw, grass-fed, organic milk from cows milked at the proper times is linked to improving digestion, healing autoimmune disorders, and boosting overall immunity, which can help prevent cancer. Though you will never hear any of this from the mainstream media, all milk is not the same. The way a cow is raised, when it is milked, and how its milk is handled and processed makes all the difference in whether or not the end product promotes health or death. American government seeks to further perpetuate the lie that all milk is the same with egregious new provisions in 2012 Farm Bill. Of particular concern are new provisions in the 2012 Farm Bill that create even more incentives for farmers to produce the lowest quality, and most health-destroying, type of milk possible. Rather than incentivize grazing cows on pastures, which allows them to feed on grass, a native food that their systems can process, the government would rather incentivize confined factory farming methods that force cows to eat genetically modified, GM, corn and other feed, which makes them sick. As it currently stands, the government already provides incentives for farmers to stop pasturing their animals, instead confining them in cages as part of a total confinement dairy model, aka factory farms. But the 2012 Farm Bill will take this a step further by outlawing component pricing for milk, which involves allowing farmers to sell milk with higher protein and butterfat at a higher price. Allowing farmers to sell higher quality milk at a higher price provides an incentive for them to improve the living conditions on their farms, and milk better cow breeds. But the U.S. government would rather standardize all milk as being the same, and create a system where farmers continue to produce cancer-causing milk from sick cows for the millions of children to drink.